This is a video to raise awareness of mental health in Derry.
Depression is very common in the UK at present, and new research would indicate that 1 in 4 people suffer with depression. Most prevalent in that would be depression and anxiety. 29% of women currently suffer with depression in the UK, with only 17% of men. First signs that you would need to be maybe worried about would be changes in sleep patterns, perhaps fatigue, symptoms of fatigue and lethargy, appetite increase or decrease, non-specific aches and pains, anxiety type symptoms, also concentration difficulties with maybe short-term memory loss or even difficulty making decisions. Feelings of sadness and guilt often are very common with people who suffer with depression, and feelings of hopelessness. You also have behavioural changes. So you would notice you'd stop doing activities that previously you would have enjoyed, maybe withdraw from friends and family, maybe even have increased substance abuse, maybe drinking a wee bit more, smoking a wee bit more, even self-harm and suicidality, thoughts of suicide or contemplating thoughts of suicide, and then maybe relationship difficulties and difficulties interaction and one-to-one. All of those would be signs and symptoms, but sometimes they can be indicated of day-to-day stress. So if these symptoms would last longer than 2 weeks, I would be recommending that you would go and seek help. The first port of call would be your general practitioner, for he or she would be the first one that you would contact. There's also a lot of voluntary and statutory organisations, but your GP would be the first one who would be able to signpost you in the right direction. Obviously, early intervention is the key. CBT is present focused, and that means that it works with thoughts and feelings in the here and now. A lot of people think it's about changing negative thoughts into positive thoughts, but it's a lot deeper than that. We identify in CBT what keeps us stuck in relation to our mental health difficulties, and we identify unhelpful ways of thinking and behaviours to therefore target those and improve the way that we feel. It also is really effective for people who maybe would be treatment resistant to antidepressants. It's a relatively short-term intervention, so therefore you will notice benefits quite quickly. And it also teaches you to become your own therapist. So you gather up a toolkit so that you're able to deal with life's future problems and stresses and strains. The hardest part is admitting that there's difficulties and admitting that there's a problem. Hopefully you have a good enough relationship with your GP that you can go and be open and honest about how you feel.